Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're making sandwiches from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I've been playing the game a bit over the Christmas and New Year period and I wanted to try some of these sandwiches because they look pretty tasty in game. I'm using a baguette for the bread and I'm going to slice it in 4 because that's how many sandwiches we're going to be making today. Let's get started with the ultra peanut butter sandwich. First thing we're going to do is slice up the banana into rounds, so that's pretty easy. Peel the banana, slice as much as you need. Set aside the leftover banana. Next we're going to spread a layer of butter on each side of the roll. Now on the bottom layer of the sandwich we're going to put a layer of peanut butter. And on the top layer of the sandwich what we're going to do is spread a layer of jam. I am using strawberry jam, but you can use whatever kind of jam that you want. Finally, we're going to put the banana rounds on the sandwich and then close it up and make it all good. It was absolutely delicious. Banana rolls are a thing here, so it's not too much of a stretch to put it in between peanut butter and jam. Definitely worth trying. Next up is the ultra cheese sandwich. We're going to start by spreading a layer of cream cheese on the top and bottom of the rolls. Next we're going to slice an avocado in half and then use one half as our filling. So we're going to slice that into sections. Next we're going to add a thin layer of basil just to give a bit of flavour, and we're also going to remember to add the salt and pepper, which I may have forgotten while I was filming but is desperately needed for this sandwich. Next we're going to add a layer of cheese. I am using American cheese, but you could use cheddar, Colby Jack, anything like that, and then the layer of avocado, and then we're going to close the sandwich and enjoy it. I do enjoy cheese sandwiches, but the avo and basil make it a much nicer experience, so I recommend trying it if you are an aficionado of cheese sandwiches. Next up we have the ultra BLT sandwich, and we're going to start by frying off the bacon. To prepare the bread roll, we're going to spread a layer of mayo on both sides of the sandwich. Next we're going to slice the tomatoes and put it down as a single layer on the bottom level of the sandwich. Then we're going to add some basil over the top and a little bit of salt and pepper, even though the recipe doesn't ask for it, just because it brightens everything. Next, add your bacon and hope it's a stable layer. Fingers crossed yours is, mine wasn't, and then when I added the lettuce, everything sort of just started to slide off each other. So much like when I make sandwiches in the game, the top bun didn't stay on. This is a pretty standard BLT, but with the inclusion of basil, it does elevate it a bit. So it's definitely worth trying if you enjoy a BLT. I would have toasted the bread as well, I think, and I'll do that next time. The final sandwich we're making is the master noodle sandwich. I have toasted the bread in the olive oil and also put a layer of ketchup down already. Put it as your desired level, so either smother it or whatever, up to you. Also, instead of using the bitter Herba Mystica, which obviously does not exist in the real world, we'll be using Coriander. We're going to start by laying down a layer of chorizo that has been cooked off and is all nice and glistening. Then we're going to add a layer of noodles. I use just a generic pack of beef noodles. You can cook it with or without the sachet flavour, up to you. I will leave that all up to you. Then we're going to add a layer of iceberg lettuce, which is what I'm using today, and a layer of coriander instead of course, the bitter Herba Mystica. Or for some of you, the soapy Herba Mystica. Again, because this is quite an unstable sandwich, the lid didn't want to stay on, regardless of how much I hoped and manoeuvred it. This was a really tasty sandwich. I had seen yakisoba pan in videos from Japan before, but I had never actually tried putting noodles in a roll. This was pretty good, especially if you're up for some carb on carb. Definitely worth trying. So that was 4 of the many sandwiches from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that I have tried today. Let me know if there's some sandwiches that you'd like me to try, or if I tried one of your favourites from the game. Also, if you'd be interested in seeing me make some of the Pokemon curry from Sword and Shield, or the Pokepuffs from X and Y, let me know in the comments below. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.